This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good morning and welcome to this morning's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. ExxonMobil Guyana's partner in the Stabroek Block, CNOOC Limited, has reported a surge in earnings for the first quarter of this year. According to CNOOC yesterday, its first quarter revenue surged 21% over the previous year. The company has since attributed its increased revenue to recovering oil and gas prices and higher sales. Now, according to the company's reports, revenue was $7.45 billion over the January to March period. The documents also note that the company benefited from a rise in by 20.5% to $59.7 per barrel, while gas prices were up 5% on a year at $6.71 per thousand cubic feet. CNOOC, which currently holds a 25% stake in the Stabroek Block, had at its previous quarterly report said it achieved a total net production of 131.2 million barrels of oil equivalent for the third quarter of 2020. And now let's tell you the Private Sector Commission has welcomed into its fold as a corporate member ExxonMobil Guyana, which has since committed to assisting in shaping the domestic business environment for sustainable economic growth for the long term. This was disclosed recently by ExxonMobil Guyana President Alistair Routledge, who in brief remarks at the PSC's 29th Annual General Meeting yesterday said the oil company was delighted to be part of the PSC. He noted that there is a lot of opportunity ahead. As such, he welcomed the opportunity to join the Commission to be part of trying to shape and make the business environment effective. This, he said, is aimed at building the PSC's capacity in order to grow a sustainable economy for long term. And now let's tell you NISIL is looking to dispose of more properties under its control and has since signaled its intention to sell off the old clay brick factory along with its lands. It called for proposals from interested persons or companies, either individually or as part of a joint venture or consortium, with technical expertise and extensive experience with any viable and suitable business venture for the redevelopment of the factory and its associated lands. Additionally, NISIL is also looking to dispose of the adjoining 31 acres of land being part of Plot L Plantation, Mondesir, West Bank, Demerara. The lands advertised to be sold with the clay brick factory, is said to be just about 16 acres, bringing the total acreage up for sale to 46. According to the terms under which the request for proposal is being made, interested parties, upon registering, will have to sign a confidentiality undertaking with NISIL. The government agency said a letter of authority will then be for a site visit in order to complete proposals. In other news, ExxonMobil Guyana's Public and Government Affairs Advisor Janelle Prasad confirmed with the media yesterday that 14 rotational workers supporting its operations offshore Guyana have tested positive for COVID-19. Prasad said the 14 cases are asymptomatic or have mild symptoms at this time. The advisor disclosed too that these individuals have been appropriately isolated to limit the spread of the virus. Further to this, it was noted that 11 remain in isolation at the Noble Tom Madden drill ship, while 3 have been transferred to appropriate isolation facilities onshore under the care and custody of their employer. And moving on Wednesday, Omai Gold Mines Limited announced another high-grade gold find at 2 holes and also confirmed that there is high-grade mineralization continuing below the pit, at least 100 meters down. Meanwhile, a fundamental question remains unanswered. What benefits will Guyana reap? Surely that question cannot be answered given that the contract remains shrouded in secrecy, which brings attention to another issue. Guyana is an EITI member, under which it is encouraged to publicize all natural resources contracts and licenses that provide the terms attached to the exploitation of oil, gas, and minerals. However, since no contract has been seen to date, there is a clear violation of Guyana's contractual obligations to the EITI. And on that note, former UG Registrar Vincent Adams has underscored the need for fundamental issues to be addressed under the Guyana Online Academy of Learning, or the GOAL initiative, so that there is an effective rollout. Given his expertise in the education sector, Alexander was able to make several key observations concerning the goal initiative and later posed pertinent questions to the government. Alexander highlighted that the government has already kick-started the advertisement of the scholarships, yet many aspects are unclear. He first pointed out that the government has indicated that there are two main aspects of the initiative: the administration, set to be executed by the Public Service Ministry, and the management of the academic and technical aspects, which will be undertaken by the Ministry of Education. And to wrap things up, the body of Shelley Roberts, who resided within Arakaka village in Burima-Waini, was found on Thursday last by residents. The woman is believed to be in her early 50s. Roberts reportedly lived alone at the time. When her son Mark Gonpat was contacted last night, he said that the last time he had heard from his mom, she complained of suffering from headaches and a fever. Due to this, he said that his mother had visited a nearby medical center. Miss Roberts had allegedly taken a malaria test. The woman was supposed to return for her results, but never did. And we've now come to the end of this morning's newscast. I am Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's Newscast.